guys, welcome back to my channel again. This is a vlog for my Busan trip. Don't mind me using such a kind of sad BGM. It's just like they are my favorite artists, so I gotta use it. My friend and I went to Seoul Station around noon because our other friends, they have classes until 6. So we decided to go to Busan earlier to like just look around and stuff. And then we head to the platform waiting for our train to come, and here's our train. Yeah, our seats are like all the way down, so we have to walk there. If you have watched Busanhaeng, you will know the interior looks like this. And then we just sit there and wait for it to depart. Because I didn't get my ticket with my friends, so we have to separate the seats. It's kind of sad because it's like few hours. But you know what? I was just planning the itinerary for our trip, and time passed by kind of fast. To be honest, I was too focused on planning the itinerary. I have no idea what places we've passed by. I just took like random shots from like here and there when I looked up, and we arrived. I don't know. Getting off the train doesn't have the same feeling as getting off the plane. But look at the view. This is Busan Station. We went to the bus station right away to get to our accommodation because we want to drop off our luggages and go around immediately. First stop, we got to the 국제시장, the international market. If you know the background, it is like a famous place from a movie. And we walked around like the nearby market. I forgot the name of it, but we were hungry, so we were looking for food. We ordered 쫄면, 어묵탕, and for dessert we got grape. Cause I was really craving fruits and I saw that, so I was just like, you know what, I'm getting it. And Yonsei really is everywhere. So our friends came during midnight, I think, but I was having a headache, so I didn't like meet up with them at night. We went to Songdo for the second day, and we rode this cute little cable car up to the hill instead of like hiking all the way up. Don't mind me being selfish for a bit, but I gotta do what Jisung did, you know. So during our stay in Songdo, we didn't really do much except for like hiking and taking pictures. Also, we ran into a lot of like stray cats during this trip, so you know, that's the main point of it. And then we started to hack back down. As you can see, the bridge was broken, so basically you can't hike up to Songdo anyways. On our way to the bus stop, we saw this really cute staircase, but we were so tired and we were kind of sick of it. After one bus ride and one village bus ride, we finally arrived Gamcheon Munhwa Maul, the Gamcheon Cultural Village. You might not know where that is from the name, but now you know. You see the scenery, you will know where that is. Honestly, the houses are not as saturated as you can see online, but I like that better because it's more real, you know. We walked around the area, we took some pictures, and we saw more cats, but this one is not the stray. While we were in the area, we actually ran into another friend, and she told us there was a cheese ice cream, but we couldn't find it, so we just got another flavor. At night, we went back to our area for dinner, and we walked around the Biff Square. And that's basically a wrap up for day 1. Day 2, we went back to the same square. We were hoping to have more street food, but they didn't have that many options. We only got this crab meat thingy. Our first stop of the day was the Diamond Tower, which is also known as the Busan Tower. I think we went on a good day because it was sunny day, so the view was pretty good. So they have this treasure hunt game in the tower that we can play, and we have to look for the code everywhere in the tower, and after we crack the code we can insert it to the machine and we can get a ticket for the lucky draw. And it was pretty fun, like we actually tried pretty hard to like look for all the codes and stuff. And the next stop is Haeundae. It's kind of far from where we were at. It's like about an hour away. But to be honest, for what it takes for the view, it doesn't matter. It's kind of sad that we forgot about reserving the spots for the Sky Capsule and the train. Even though they had some spots, we didn't have enough time to take the train back and forth and come back for the sunset. So we decided just skip it and go to a cafe nearby instead. To be honest, chilling at a cafe during sunset time is not a bad idea because it's so pretty there, and you can see the Sky Capsule, you can see the train, you can see the sea, and you can see the sunset. Why not, right? We stayed there for quite some time because we were waiting for like the golden hour and stuff. We just like chilling beside the sea basically for the whole time, and then after that we started to look for dinner. We ordered this Deoggiga set, which is supposed to be clams, I think, but they are all scallops, so like I'm happy about it because I don't eat clams. And then there's this 호랑이젤라떡 place in front of the restaurant we went to. There was a really long line before our dinner time, so we were like, let's try it out. And turns out it is like a 맛집 in Haeundae that we didn't know of. Glad that we tried because we were like the last 15 or 20 customers, and it is actually pretty good. Boom, that's the last day of Busan. Our host was really nice. She gave us milk and chocolate pie. Fun fact, the milk is actually from our school, Yonsei. What are the odds, right? Because usually you will see soooo uyu or 매일 uyu more. Anyways, because that day was supposed to rain, so we went to a park like the very first thing we did before the rain came. We were just like walking around the park, chilling, enjoying like the last few bits of Busan. I don't know about you, but I'm really jealous that Korean kids got parks like this. By the time we about to leave the park, it started to rain. And so we started to go to like cafe hoppings. Because it was near 17 Jonghan's birthday, just the same birthday as me. So we just went on birthday cafe hopping instead. Our last stop is Oryukdo. Our friends, they went to Cafe Magnate, which is like Jimin's dad cafe. So we ended up just meeting up in Oryukdo. It was super windy over there. It was like typhoon to me. We went on like a small hike within that area because we were kind of tight in time. We have to go back to like the main area for our train back to Seoul. And this is how the park looks like. There is like a apartment building area next to it, so I think it's really good for them because they can just like go downstairs and go on a walk here. The scenery is actually pretty nice. It's just really windy the day we went, probably because it was raining. And this is like a whole view from like the top of the park. We spent some time with the stray cat we met before we left. It was really cute, and I think it just used to like human, you know. It doesn't bother it at all, like when we touching it and like play with it. I miss it. Lastly, I got this pudding from the store right next to the park. It says it's like a specialty of the area. I don't know for sure, but it tastes pretty good. We ate at the Busan station before our train, and that's basically it for the Busan trip. Once again, we took KTX, but the return trip was somehow longer than the way to Busan, probably because it was raining heavily.
2,000 years later.
And we finally back to Seoul. It was kind of late. It was like 11 something by the time we arrived Seoul. And it's already midnight by the time we get into the station. Despite the heavy rain, we managed to get to the bus stop before the last bus. So we got on the bus with one ride and we got back to Sincheon. And yeah, that's my ordinary trip to Busan.